Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of BMW UK and West Surrey Racing. As you're going to hear, it's a landmark occasion today, and we're going to do that through a few brief presentations, and I'm sure it's going to be interesting for you guys to listen up, and some newsworthy stories as well. So brief presentations, and also a chance to talk to all the guys involved. Also, we're going to have a beautiful unveiling of the car, and we're also going to have questions from you guys as well to answer, or the guys are going to answer that, the drivers and the team. So think about those questions, guys. Moving on, at the very end, there's a photo call opportunity as well, so I really want you to get involved in that at the very end of the close. That'd be great. But anyway, I think we should get proceedings underway. So please give a very, very warm welcome to BMW UK's Managing Director. It's Mr. Graham Grieve.
So thank you, Paul, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here today. It's a really exciting day for me personally. I'm a huge motorsport fan, and today marks the start of an exciting new chapter for BMW's involvement in the British Touring Car Championship. I think for me, it's probably the UK's most exciting championship, one that not only combines great competition on the track, but a lot of camaraderie in the pits and the paddock. So it's a unique combination of friendship and competition. Now, this year is particularly special for me because not only does it mark our 10th year with West Surrey Racing and with Dick Bennett, but it's also a year in which we've stepped up our degree of involvement with Team BMW. We'll be running 3 cars this year, BMW 1 Series 125i's, and these cars are equipped with the latest generation of BMW efficient engines from our road-going product, available in 1 and 3 Series, obviously with some modification to make them suitable for racing. So it really is a car that bears a very close resemblance to the cars that our customers drive. And I think with the team and the car and the driver lineup you hear about later, I hope not only to retain our winning championship position for manufacturer and team, but also win this year the Drivers' Championship. So I don't set very high standards, but I'm pretty confident that this is going to be an amazing year for us, and it's particularly nice for us to be running yet again with West Surrey Racing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Graham. So yeah, as you heard, this launch is a continuation of a hugely successful partnership that's been going on for now a decade. So to talk a bit more about that, please welcome the Managing Director of West Surrey Racing. It's Mr. Dick Bennett.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank BMW UK and Graham, Paul, Yvonne, Fiona and all the rest at BMW UK, because it is a great moment for us. We have been running BMWs for 10 years, and to now move up to be a manufacturer team with the 1 Series, it's fantastic. And also I'd also like to thank our loyal supporters we've had on technical partnerships and some new ones we have on board. So it's a great day, and also to, as Graham mentioned, we are running for the first time a brand new BMW latest technology B48 engine. And it's, for those who love engineering, which is me, it's a fantastic opportunity to see this new product on a racetrack. So we're leaving that with our engine partner, Neil Brown Engineering, to develop that. And that should be running, as we speak now, there's one of our transporters on the way to Spain to do a 5-day test. We've got new Dunlop tyres for this year, so we're hoping to have some fine weather. You know, over the years we've always stayed in the UK to test, but we've sat in snow, we've sat in rain, we've sat when it's been 2 degrees. So this year we've given up and gone off to Europe. So we're away all next week, and the car we've got here is our 3rd race car, and we're looking forward to getting them all on track.
You can't wait to get things going then, Dick?
No, it's been a relatively long winter, but the guys back in the workshop have been very busy. We've not only installed a new engine, we've got some new aero developments. We have repackaged, again, some of the mechanical parts under the bonnet for hopefully more efficiency. We had a great year last year. We won the teams, we won the manufacturers, and we finished second in the drivers. But as Graham said, there's no pressure to win again this year, but also take the drivers' title. And on that note, I'd also like to welcome the drivers. Andrew's new on board this year, so welcome to the team family. Rob is back for his 9th season. He's been driving a BMW consecutive. This will be his 10th year. And most of all then is welcoming Colin back, which is part of our family for many years. Started with us in 2002, and between Rob and Colin, this will be their 19th season with us. So I think we must be doing something right with the BMW WSR connection.
Sounds all good. I'm going to now, please, if we're going to get the highlight of the show underway, I'm going to welcome back on stage Graham Grieve, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see the highlight of the show, which is this beautiful car. I've been fortunate enough to see it myself on pictures. She's an absolute beauty, but this is one of the trio of BTCC BMW Challengers that you'll see in the 2017 season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch with delight. This car is fantastic. Absolutely stunning, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just give you a few seconds just to take some pictures of the car, but absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you'll agree with me on that. Real old school looking car for me. It looks absolutely stunning. It's going to be grand as it turns up at all the touring car tracks across the country. Gentlemen, thank you very much for that. And now what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the British Touring Car Series Director, a good friend of mine, Mr. Alan Gow, is going to come on stage. Please, a round of applause, please, for Alan Gow.
Thank you, and on behalf of the British Touring Car Championship, welcome back to BMW. It's 1996 was the last time we saw those colours as a manufacturer entry into the BTCC, and no matter how many times I've been trying to coax you and get you on board, finally Graham saw the light. And it's a great testament to not only the strength of the BTCC that 21 years later they see the light in coming back as a manufacturer, but also to the relationship they have with Dick. And it's fabulous to see that their loyalty to BMW has been rewarded. They've got a great team, they've got great drivers, and obviously we've got a great championship. We have a new 5-year program starting this year with ITV and Dunlop and our stable set of regulations that provide the great racing that we know and love. So on behalf of the BTCC, this is a fantastic achievement for West Surrey Racing. It's a great endorsement of our championship from BMW. Thank you and welcome.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Alan. Super stuff. Okay, so we need to find out the other cogs of this fantastic team. So we need to get them involved, don't we? So I think now we should be welcoming on stage the Team BMW drivers for 2017. Please welcome Rob Collard, hopefully first. There we go. Andrew Jordan, ladies and gentlemen, and Colin Turkington. Take a seat, boys. Excellent stuff, gentlemen. I think we have one more seat missing there, so we're going to get fully involved, and I'm now going to have Dick Bennett come back up to the stage because I know how much you love being on stage, Dick. So take a seat there, would you? So, guys, have a think about the questions that you're going to ask our panel. But first of all, I think I'll go back to you, Dick, and you did touch on it about the driver lineup. You know, what was the thinking behind the trio of guys you've got? Because let's be honest, that is one strong lineup.
Yeah, it worries me a bit actually. It's very strong. No, to win the BTCC is never easy. It's a very, very competitive championship. So I thought one of the best ways to get, if we can get 3 of the best drivers out of 32 in the one team, then we're looking good. That'll make life easier for us.
I can see Colin smiling there. Also, the 2 boys here. You know, what strengths do you see from these 3 gentlemen?
Well, they're all very strong. We know Rob's ability. He's a fantastic racer. Andrew's already been 2013 champion, 3 times independent champion, so it's his first year in rear-wheel drive, so hopefully the 2 other lads here will help him to find his feet.
Yeah, I think that sums up your 2017 season there.
And Cole knows the BMW very well, and it's very pleased to have him back, and we're looking forward to a fantastic year.
Yeah, that looks in cracking. The car looks fantastic. The drivers look well up for it. I'm going to open the question up to the floor. Does anyone put the hand up and get yourself involved with some questions, ladies and gentlemen, to the drivers? Don't be shy. We've got a live audience watching on YouTube. Has anyone got any questions? Any questions from anyone? Looks like I'm going to have to do the work for you then, isn't it? Is there any questions you want me to ask them but you don't want to ask? Oh, hello there. Could we pass this lady a microphone here? She's got a champagne glass in her hand. This could be interesting.
Thank you, Paul. This one's to Rob. I would just like to know, Rob, what do you think will be the major changes that you think Colin will feel getting back into this 2017 generation BMW 125i?
I think Colin will just be like putting back on a nice pair of shoes or a nice jacket. It'll come back to him, and you know, Colin's a class driver, world-class racing driver. And you know, he knows the team, he knows the car, he knows the engineers, he knows all the circuits. You know, this is just deja vu for Colin, and I'm sure he's going to have a fantastic season.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else, ladies and gentlemen? Get involved with some questions. Come on, it's your chance now. Ask these guys, make them squirm, because that's what I'm going to do. Dylan, you're the tallest man alive. We'll just hand you a microphone, mate. So watch your head.
Hello, guys. I guess we could call you probably the dream team, but just one question. Last year, Rob, you won the most number of overtakes, if I remember correctly. Who's going to take that slot this year?
Well, Dylan, that's a very good question. You know, it was a fantastic opportunity to race the car last year and to be able to prove to everybody I can race and overtake as many cars as what I did, and to win the Forever Forward Dunlop, you know, whatever, it's not a championship, but an award was great. But to me, that means I've got to do a better job on a Saturday. So I'm going to be doing a lot better job on a Saturday. You know, I've got 2 of the strongest qualifiers on the grid as teammates. So my weakness will be really highlighted if I don't get myself sorted out. So I'm hoping that I don't win that award this year. You know, I don't want these 2 guys to win it either. So it's going to be, hopefully, maybe the Hondas, maybe Shedden should win it.
Thank you, Dylan. Rob, just following on from that, actually, are these the 2 strongest teammates you've ever had?
Well, yes, they are very good. You know, they're a lot younger than me, so I'm going to have to do my utmost to beat them. But no, I've had some great teammates in the past. People like Stephen Kane, Johnny Adam, you know, Tom Onslow Cole, Sam Tordoff. You know, at the end of the day, I'm here to do my job, and it doesn't matter who sits next to me in the team. We work as a team, but I'm here to do my job.
Yeah, that's the right way to go about it, isn't it? Fantastic. Is there anyone else? Put your hand up, please. Oh, fantastic. This gentleman here. Excellent. Thank you.
This is a question for Andy. Over the years, we've talked about those pesky BMWs and their rear-wheel drive takeoff. Well, now you're in one.
I've always loved the BMWs off the line.
What a great question. Andrew, elaborate, please.
Well, actually, these days, it's how the championship works. The starts rear-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive are actually very equal. So a few years ago, it used to be quite frustrating because they were very, very strong when Colin and Rob's a very, very good starter. So I've been studying Rob's on board to see how I can get one of these off the line. So it'll be a bit different to a front-wheel drive car. But the regulations on the start line actually works very well. So the starts between front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive are very equal.
Interesting. Thank you very much. And we have a question here. Could we just have the microphone? Thank you. It's opened up now, isn't it?
This one's from YouTube. To Andrew, you race a lot of old touring cars with Goodwood. What does the modern 120i most drive like?
I've got a little Austin A40, but I'm not going to compare it to that. The historic cars are very good fun to drive, but the modern day touring cars and the BMW's got huge grip, big slick tyres, so you have to be much more precise in a modern touring car compared to a historic car. I think if I drove this as sideways as I drive the historic cars, I'd probably be getting a bit of a telling off from Dick for excessive tyre usage.
Spot on. And just actually following on again, Andrew, I was speaking to some of the team and they said you took to this car like a duck to water. And is that true, or are they just being nice?
Yes, I think it is true. Yeah, I had 3 days in the car before Christmas, and I think it was important to do that because, yes, rear-wheel drive is new to me. I've done all of my touring car racing in front-wheel drive. And so I wanted to go into the Christmas break knowing what to expect, knowing what I needed to do differently and how I could adapt to it. But yeah, it wasn't an issue. And, you know, I think probably I get asked that a lot. I think the biggest thing will be how the rear-wheel drive car reacts in terms of kind of car-to-car racing, and that I'll only know until I get stuck in at round 1 at Brands Hatch. But in terms of driving the car quickly, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's mega. And the racing should be, you know, be a bit different, as you say, because you have to place the car differently, I suppose.
Yeah, and I don't think there's really any way to practice that apart from round 1 in the championship and getting on with it. So, you know, I'm here, yes, rear-wheel drive's new to me, it's a new team, but I've won the championship previously, I haven't forgotten how to do that. So along with these two guys, we're going to be working very hard to do that, and also to obtain the Constructors' Championship again as well.
Perfect, sounds positive, doesn't it? Anyone else, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, hello there. Would you just pass the microphone along? This is going good. Are you going to ask Colin, because he feels a bit left out?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make it a question for the entire panel then. Obviously, we've mentioned the new parts on the car this year. We've got new Dunlop tyres. Colin, you're coming back to the car. Andrew, it's your first year in it. Where do you guys turn first for pre-season testing?
Our pre-season testing kicks off actually next week. We go to a track out near Barcelona in Spain. So, you know, that's the first opportunity for me to get acclimatised with the 1 Series BMW again, and yeah, to kick things off, Dunlop have a new tyre out for us this year. It's a bigger tyre, so that's going to slightly change the handling of the car. So we need to get to grips with that, but also just the seat time. You know, we haven't raced now from Brands Hatch in October last year, so it's good to get back in the car and you know, blow the cobwebs away and get down to work.
Spot on. We got one at the back there. Just scratching your head, no problem. Anyone else like to get involved? We got any YouTube questions, or we got anyone else that this is your chance now, ladies and gentlemen? Get your questions in. Nothing else. Dick, actually, I'll ask you a question. We got one. Oh, perfect.
Again from YouTube, from Clark Duffy. Colin, surely you have to go for the triple at Croft or Knock Hill this year?
Yeah, I'll take the triple at any and all events this year. But you know, for me personally, I'm delighted to be back. You know, this fabulous combination of West Surrey and Team BMW. You know, I think it's a dream for any driver to carry the iconic colours of BMW, and to get an opportunity to do that in British touring cars, you know, is a huge honour. So. You know, I can't wait to get back in now and drive the car, and you know, I think we have all the ingredients here to really challenge from the off. You know, the experience of West Surrey Racing and the driver lineup and the developments through the winter. And I think you know, with the new engine, this is the perfect tool at our disposal to really challenge for all titles this year.
Perfect. Actually, we got another one. Perfect. If you want to just drop the microphone at the back there. Thank you very much, sir.
I actually just wanted a quick message for Colin, just to ask you, is West Surrey Racing a team where you belong? You feel you've actually come home?
Well, I have the keys to the front door, actually.
Yeah, I thought so.
But yeah, completely. It's a familiar environment for me, Marcus, as you know, and you know, my very first season in British touring cars was with Dick Bennett's, and you know, this has been my training ground. I think this is going to be my 10th season, and you know, I shook the car down briefly last week at Brands Hatch, and when I saw the West Surrey Racing truck come driving in, you know, I see family coming driving in that truck, so it's. Yeah, it's completely different to going to any other race team, and having that familiarity and the confidence in the team, it's those tiny things, that can give you the extra margin and strive for success.
Well, we all think you've come home, so welcome.
Thanks very much.
Very nice, very nice. Just on that note, actually, Colin, did you say you had the keys to WSR? Because what were we talking about before? What nearly happened a while back?
Yeah, what's in the past, maybe we should leave in the past. Yeah. That was, after clinching the 2014 championship with this exact car and West Surrey at Brands Hatch on the Monday morning, I very nearly burnt the building down, putting myself on a bit of toast. So everything else at West Surrey is meticulous and works. But the one thing that doesn't work is the toaster. It doesn't pop. So for anybody going in, you need to know that.
Excellent. Thank you for clearing that up for us, Colin. We got another one from YouTube.
Yes, this one's from Thomas Harrison Lord. Question for Dick. How do you manage 3 drivers who will all be fighting for victories? Must be stressful.
He's dreading this question.
Very good question, and looking forward to it. We are a team together, as this year we're entering as Team BMW, and I just hope the drivers remember when they're going wheel to wheel that it's a team together and that they work together, race together, and they're friends together.
Very well put, that, wasn't it? Couldn't have put that any better. Diplomatic. Actually, just a quick one for you, Andrew. I know your car colours have already been launched. Can you just cover that off for us? Because is it a different car?
It's exactly the same car. Exactly the same support. The team have exactly the same input. Pertec, my long-term sponsor, have been with me since 2005. It's going to be BMW Pertec Racing, and that's something I'm hugely proud of, and that I've brought Pertec, who've been with me so long, and without them I wouldn't be racing. To them be in a BMW manufacturer-supported team is something I'm hugely proud of. So, yes, it's a different livery and it's a different team name, but we're all one team, and as Dick said, we're all sensible guys, and we want to win the championship. We want to win races individually, but we'll be sensible, and we all are one team. Yes.
Should give you your best chance, really, shouldn't it? To be fair, they've been long-standing partners.
Absolutely, and from my point of view with the team, I think Rob's in his 10th year with West Surrey, and Colin's going into his 10th season. Well, there's a reason why they're doing that, and I've been blown away by the attention to detail that Dick leads with all of his guys and the engineers. The amount of work they're putting in is second to none, and generally every time I leave the workshop, I feel very at ease and very relaxed with the work they're putting in.
Perfect. I'm sure you're in for a good year. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some more questions. Is anyone else? We're getting some good old cracking questions here. Is anyone else going to get involved? No? Okay. Actually, Rob, so we talk a bit about your son's racing. You've got 2 young sons who race. Ricky especially has still got a tie-up with BMW. He's going all right, isn't he?
Yes, very, very proud to announce that Ricky's a BMW young driver for the 2nd year now. He's been away. He's just come back from Bathurst in Australia. For doing the 12-hour there, also Dubai 24-hour that he done. So he's got a very exciting year racing in the ADAC GT3 Championship in Europe, and little Jordan's going to be racing in the Junior Ginetta Championship. So it's another very busy year for the Collard family, and racing is our DNA. That's what we get up and live for every single day, and to be now part of BMW again for another year with West Surrey Racing and Gardex, it's fantastic. It's an absolute privilege, and especially now it's such a big team having manufacturer backing from BMW is so humbled. So for Ricky to be racing for BMW, for me to be racing for BMW, it's going to be fantastic, and hopefully Jordan one day will follow in both our footsteps and become a BMW driver as well.
Yeah. And do you think, Dick, that he might get kicked out of his seat by his son?
Well, I have mentioned that to Rob one night we're out for dinner, that Ricky's 20 and I've forgotten how old Rob is. So, no, Ricky's in a good place at the moment, and I keep a close eye what he's doing, and he's impressing me. And he's runner-up in the Formula Ford Championship, runner-up in the F3, so everyone knows he's quick in a single-seater. But to get the opportunity to actually be an official BMW Motorsport junior driver is very good for him, so it could lead to a good career in the future. And he is quick. I've watched his qualifying times and racing in Dubai, and I believe he set the fastest lap in a brand new GT4 M4. So, he's a good young lad. And Jordan, I'm not sure yet. I just need to follow him a bit closer. But as Rob said, if it's in the genes of the family, he'll be quick.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. And gentlemen, moving on, actually, you've both got kids. Can you see them maybe moving on and coming into touring cars as BMW drivers one day, maybe?
Hopefully not. I have two boys as well, 6 and 7 year olds who are showing a real keen interest in motorsport. They come to all my races. They have done from they were a few months old. So. But I'm not sure if I can still be at a racetrack in another 20 years watching my lads do it. So we'll see.
Andrew?
My little boy is obsessed with cars, and I don't know where he gets it from. There's part of me that would love him to be involved in racing. Then the other part of it means that I'd have to pay for it, so then I probably wouldn't be too keen on it. But, if he wants to go into racing, it's a great sport. It's a huge passion of mine, of my family's. So, I'd secretly love him to.
Perfect. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Anyone else got any questions while we were there? Nothing from YouTube? We got one more from YouTube. YouTube's red hot at the minute.
Yes. How do you think the wider tyres will suit the BMW this season?
Who would like to answer that? Dick, would you like to put some engineering knowledge into that first? He wants the mic back. Thank you.
We've had a quick run before Christmas with AJ at Donington and Silverstone, but one of the main reasons we're going to Spain is we've got a couple of sets of the new Dunlop Soft, a couple of sets of the new Dunlop Hard, and quite a few sets of the control tyre. And because it's a new tyre, we felt that if we stayed in the UK and tested because of the variable weather, whereas in Spain we believe next week is going to be 17 to 21 degrees for the whole week with sunshine. So we're hoping that will then translate across to when we get to Brands for the first round, that the track and ambient temperatures will be similar. Although we have been to Brands when it's been snowing at the first round, so, But we did get frustrated, or have been frustrated every year, by spend a lot of money going around all the UK tracks, but you don't do much meaningful testing. So by taking the decision to go to Spain for 5 days, hopefully will pay off, because even though the Dunlop tyres, they're black and round, there's quite an art to make a tyre work at its optimum for performance. So hopefully we'll learn a lot out there.
And staying with you, Dick, just a quick question on the engine as well. That's going to be a big step up, isn't it? And it's great to see that BMW have got in there and really helped out with that.
I can't say it's too big a step up, because Alan's in the room, and he'll slow us down if we're too quick.
He slipped me 20 quid to ask you that one.
It's the regulations of the BTC are very tight, so we're hoping the new B48. It's a modular engine. It's a fantastic little engine. It's smaller than the old engine we're running. It's more high tech. It's absolutely the latest technology coming from BMW, and to be able to put that in a race car, we have to change a few things because of the rules, but we're really looking forward to running that engine, and hopefully it'll do a good job. That, as I said, it can't be too good, because we had a good engine last year.
Very true.
I have to be very careful what I say here. So.
I completely forgot that Alan was here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have we got any other questions before we finish up? Super. Well, thank you very much for coming along. It has been fantastic to see you all. And on behalf of BMW and WSR, thank you for coming along. And also, please, can we have a bit of a round of applause, actually, for Graham Grieve, Dick Bennett, Alan Gow, also the drivers Colin Turkington, Andrew Jordan, and Rob Collard, please. So the team and the hosts will stay around, ladies and gentlemen, for a photo call at the very end here. But as I say, BMW Park Lane have been very good to us as well, hosting us also. Just a round of applause for those guys as well. Thank you. And we will see you in the 2017 British Touring Car Championship. Thank you very much.